welcome back to Kayode and the Guru. The time spent is trying to put things right. I have with me in the studio now, sitting directly opposite me, and I'm looking at her face, the Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos.
Lagos State University.
Vice Chancellor, Lagos State.
Please, sir, we Lagosians will be angry at you. That is our university.
I wouldn't even want to commit an offense against my guest. Because any offense I commit against, I'm sinning against my own soup. I would not do that. I'm talking of Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello. She is a professor, erudite scholar. She's a great woman of God. We shall come to that because she is not just a pastor. I think you are Zona.
I'm the Zona pastor.
Zona pastor with the Redeemed Christian Church of God. She's sitting right here with me to discuss this mighty encounter with those two people. Those two people, let me just tell you something about them before we start moving, because this is all we will discuss. Because immediately after the introduction, I will leave everything to the ambits of those who know how to discuss subjects like this. And the Lele professor here is one of them. I have also waiting for me in Abuja another professor of law, commercial law, Professor Joseph Abugu. He's a senior advocate of Nigeria, but I'm finding it difficult to connect with him. But all things being equal, I will try my very best. And on the way, because some emergency happened to him this morning, but it's very, very close here. In the next 10 minutes, Barrister Fred Nzeako will walk into the studio. He's an erudite lawyer. He's a development economist. He will join us to discuss the issue. And what are the issues we are discussing today? The issue we are discussing is that on 28 March 2022, an Abuja Kaduna train was attacked in Katari, Kaduna State, Nigeria, by terrorists, killing 8 and taking 62 of the passengers into captivities. The first batch of 11 of the Kaduna Abuja train victims, the 5 male and 6 female, were released on Saturday, June 11, 2022. And those who negotiated the arrangement for the release, they work on behalf of what? Please quote me, listen to me well and quote me exactly. They work on behalf of the government. The government. I did not say here federal government or Kaduna State government. I said the government because this is the information available to me which I had authenticated. The person is Tuko Mamu. He is the publisher of the Desert Herald and is the personal and media consultant to the most respected cleric, the Islamic cleric, that is Sheikh Ibrahim Ahmad Gumi. So it is on instruction of Ahmad Gumi that this man went into what they call swap negotiation between the government and the terrorists. And the terrorists presented a request that they will do what the government want them to do if the government will do what they want the government to do. And the list of the terrorists, they came with 33 names. About 7 of them were children, which no law permits in the world to be arrested even in wartime. But the federal government was holding them then. The federal government was holding those 7 children. Then another name which was very, very prominent on the list presented by the terrorist was the wife of the leader of the terrorist, who was being held by the federal government. And they asked, release these people, then we will release your people. But I think there was misunderstanding, as the federal government then believed that release the people and we release your people. Then the federal government believed that the whole 62 that were taken into captivity will be released. But it was not to be so. That shall be another story for another day. For today, the federal government walked in straight away, released the number of people, but they discovered that the wife of the leader of the terrorists in the forest was heavily pregnant and she was sick. So the federal government, first of all, to put her in hospital, took good care of her, and as God will have it, she delivered twins. Meaning, as against the only wife to be released now, the government was going to release 3 people. But the federal government did not allow itself to be marooned into taking the woman to the forest to go and meet, because that would be an indictment on the side of the federal government. Instead, the federal government put the woman with the twins into a plane, flew the plane to Maiduguri, delivered the woman to her own father in Maiduguri. So after this, the terrorists in the forest now said they selected 8 people. For whatever reason they selected 11 people. For whatever reason that made their choice, I wouldn't know. And my informants did not take me into that cocoon. 11 were released on June 11, 2022. The federal government was expecting 62 to be released, but only 11 were released. Now, what happened to the remaining one will still remain a story for another day. As we talk today, that is 6 months, 7 days after the 28th problem of 28th of March problem. 23 of those captives are still in the forest with the terrorists because they have not been able to pay the money. Because every other one, maybe we shall hear it as we go on the narration. When the terrorists now gathered 11 to go away, they told them that you are being released free of charge. But this one, they must pay before we release them. Then the federal government was expecting 62 to be released, but 11 were brought out. And in fact, the terrorists said that all of you cannot just go like that. Let us put our sign on your body so that people will know that you were with us. And they shot one of them, but that one survived. Now today I have the privilege of bringing live, virtual, anyway, because the guru asked for kind-hearted Nigerians to donate only 2.3 million naira to make bringing of these people efficient. One is coming from Kano. The one from Kano is the one shot. So he will come with his medical doctor and the nurse because he is not fine as we are talking right now. And I would lodge them in hotel in Lagos. I appeal for donors just for 2 I was disappointed by my brothers and sisters in Nigeria. And Nigerians are very, very generous people. But on this day, they refuse to be generous.
We are investing in politics.
Okay.
Campaign, sponsoring
so it
candidates.
is for that reason that I'm bringing them virtually now. I will call them and we shall be discussing with them. They will narrate their story. They were lucky to be 2 of the 11. So, I've gone now to get the 2, and they will talk with us. And like as I said, those with me in the studio and Professor Bugu in Abuja, their purpose is to evaluate. They will discuss their plight, first of all. Then our assignment here is to evaluate such circumstances, the legal application, the sociology of sociology. Is it physiology? Am I right?
No, actually, I'm a physiologist about the human body.
Yes. Yes, I know. I know that you are not on the psychology, but the brain, which is psychology, is still part of the human body. You will try your very best to evaluate the situation. So, listening audience around the world, these are the issue. First of all, therefore, please permit me. I had welcomed Professor Ibiyemi Bello. You are welcome once again. They want to hear your voice.
Good morning, Guru, and all our listeners. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very, very much, madam. Now, let us pick my brothers from Kano and from Kaduna. Are 2 of them online? Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Oh, good morning. How are you? First of all, identify yourself because the whole world is listening to you now. You are there, and the whole world. Identify yourself.
Thank you very much, sir. I go by the name Gaius Gambo.
Gaius Gambo?
Yes, sir. I'm in Kano State. As I've said, we are among the 20 victims, but to God be the glory, we are out.
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Jesse, can I hear from you?
Yes.
Eh?
Go by the name JC. My name is JC John.
Yes.
And I was among the 11 too.
That were released.
Currently, yes.
Where's your position currently? Where are you currently now?
Currently, I'm in Kaduna.
You are in Kaduna? Okay.
Yes.
And Gaius Gambo, you are in Kano, you say?
Yes, I'm based in Kano, sir.
Oh, God bless you. Okay. Who do I bring on first to? Gambo, you were not shot to. The bullet did not come. The bullet did not come to you.
Yeah, I was one that was shot on the leg that same night.
Okay. Now, let us start with you. Briefly,
Okay,
within 7-8 minutes, what actually happened? The journey from Abuja, how it ended?
Okay. Thank you very much for this time opportunity. On that fateful day, which is 28th of March,
Yes.
We had a successful trip from Kaduna, from Abuja to Kaduna.
Okay.
So it was just about some 18 minutes to the station in Kaduna.
Yes.
Before we experienced that attack. Though on our way going, we don't know that they were all mounted, standing waiting for us.
Okay.
So I think they planted the bomb on the rail track. So when we passed the track, so the bomb now exploded. And from that explosion, that was how the train now derailed. So immediately, the security men inside, they noticed what was happening, so they asked everyone to lie down on the ground.
Inside the train?
Yes, inside the train.
Okay.
Security men inside. So they said all of us should lie down on the ground.
Yes.
And that's what we did. So
yes.
After some seconds or some minutes or so, so we now start hearing some gunshots.
Okay.
The military men and the people started exchanging fire. So that was how so many people get shot, because it was a straight bullet from outside.
Okay.
So the gunshot lasted for like 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
They were exchanging the bullets, so that was how they now proceeded to enter the train.
Okay.
So when they entered the train, that was how they now capture all of us.
Okay.
So inside the train, that was how I got my own shot, because the guy that entered into our coach,
yes,
he was like asking all of us to come outside.
Yes.
In a peaceful mind, in a peaceful voice. So we are all scared, because you don't know what will happen. Maybe if you stand up, maybe they will shoot you.
Yes.
So not knowing the fact that where I was hiding, my leg was outside, not knowing.
Oh, your leg was outside?
Yes, my leg was outside. So he was like giving us warning that he's going to shoot. We should all come up. I was scared. So I think that was how it just started with me. He just shot me on my leg. So immediately when I had the shot, I shouted. So that was how everybody now started coming up. That was how they gathered almost all of us. And
was it your right leg or left leg that was shot?
Yes, on my right leg, sir. Okay. My right foot.
Okay. Then, after coming out, what happened?
Yes, so they now start assembling us to the direction which they want to take us. About 65 of us or so. Yeah. So when they succeeded, so they now asked the others to go back.
Okay.
I think they got the amount they needed.
Okay.
So they now asked some people to go back.
Okay.
So unfortunate for we, so that was how they took us to the bush.
Okay.
That same night.
Okay. Huh. So when the numbers they wanted, when they reached the numbers they wanted, they told others to stay behind.
Yes, to go back.
Okay. Then you started the trek into the forest?
Yes, sir. We started trekking that night. We started trekking for like about an hour, about 2 hours.
Okay.
So
with your short leg, with your leg short.
With my leg short.
How did you cope?
Yes, with my leg short, I was bleeding.
Yes.
I was bleeding. Jesse happened to be my cousin brother.
Go on.
Yes, Jesse happened to be my cousin brother. He's my cousin brother.
Yes.
So he was working in the train. So I went there to assist him on one or two. So unfortunate for we that night, we parted ways, but later I now saw him again.
In the camp.
So he was one. Yes, so he was one that was assisting me throughout the work because I was losing blood. He too, he had his own gunshot on his shoulder and his cheek.
He was shot on the shoulder and the
that was how
cheek.
we were all bleeding. They were taking us, though they now tied our hands backward, all the men. So that was how they were rushing us.
Hold the story first. Your brother,
Okay,
your cousin was shot on the shoulder and the cheek.
Yes.
And you were shot on the leg.
Yes.
Your brother was bleeding, you are bleeding.
Yes, we were all bleeding.
And the people did not show any concern for this blood that you were losing at that time?
No.
Hmm.
So that was how they took us. For 3 times they were even attempting to take my life because they saw as if I would delay them. So my brother was one begging them, pleading with them that just take me. So that was how we were just struggling with him.
Okay, could you hold it here? Could you hold it here, Gaius? Hold it here. I will come back to you. Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Huh. So you were equally short, but you never told me this while we were talking.
So, I feel my was minor compared to him.
Shoulder and cheek, and you were bleeding.
And then my finger also.
And your finger.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was the one they first shot before him.
My God. And 2 of you are cousins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now go with your story. You don't have to start from the beginning, except where you probably know that Gaius missed it. Blend it for us and cover it properly so that we can continue the discussion.
All right. Well, when during the shooting from outside, before they take us to the bush and all those stuff, I was the one that they first shot before Gaius. So after I had my gunshot, I told him that, bro, they have shot me. I'm bleeding already. I don't know whether I'm going to die. I asked him to go down, to get down. So on the process of me going down, that was when I noticed that he
shot him too.
Yes. So after that, we lost contact because I was unconscious. I didn't know what was happening anymore. So it took me a while to get myself back, and then before I even realized, okay, we were attacked already. They left my place. I was alone. Blood was everywhere on the floor. So when the man came in, and then the short guy used to get us, all of us now started moving outside. I escaped.
You escaped?
Yes, and that's what I did. I was under the truck. So, because me and guys, we not meet again from that from after we lost contact. We didn't meet again. I don't know what happened. I don't even know who they shot. So I was under the truck, and I don't know why I'm feeling not really fine. I'm not finding it easy. I feel like I'm safe, but I'm not. At the same time, again, I'm not really safe.
Okay.
They're passing because they kill everybody in the park. So now so let me just join them.
So you voluntarily come out to join them?
Yes, because I don't know. I wasn't really comfortable with the place.
But you knew you were bleeding?
Yes, I was bleeding.
And you took a decision to come out voluntarily. Then there's a question.
Yes.
Which one do you prefer? Coming out to me that they might shoot you straight away the heart. You didn't think of that? Did you not think of that the consequences of coming out to meet them might be more dangerous? They put the bullet directly to your heart?
That's what the fear was all over me already. I don't even know what I was going to do. So all I do was, okay, I don't know what's dragging me out. I just need to come out because I was a woman close to me. They discover her. They now asked her to come out. She joined the shooting, or they didn't see me. Then later on, I was dragging this in my mind, just joined them. I don't know. Then after I done that, take the turn that they handed us over to other people at the top of the way. Then I saw guys shared from the back. He was sleeping. I was like, bro, what's happening? Were you shot?
He said yes.
It was one that they shot. It was one that they screwed. I was like, wow. Then they asked us to squat. Not squat. We tied our hands. After they tied our hands, my blood was still rushing. I think my blood rushed more than the way guys all rushed.
Okay.
Then he couldn't stand. Guys.
Oh, guys could not stand.
That guys could not.
Okay.
Then they now give him boots. That they want to just finish it.
Because he was going to delay the journey for them.
Yes. I cannot walk again. Then I don't know. The story just came out. I was like, I'm sorry. Let me just I can carry him.
My God, you offer to carry him in order to save his life?
Yes. I was not dating them. They look at me, they look at, can you do it? Like, I say, yes. You see you bleeding? I say, yes, I want to. I don't want you guys to make it. Like, I can do that. So,
go on.
I now ready. They now give me condition that if I delay 1 minute,
they will kill two of you.
Yes. So I now say, okay, no problem. I can't go to the front and I can't stay at the back because if I go front, I might be dragging them back. And if I stay at the back, I might delay them. So I just choose to stay at the middle.
Okay.
We started moving. I think most of those beginning of the story, you could not even tell because the pain all over his
Yes.
So he doesn't know all those things. All he was telling me was, this you need me to die. Like, I can't walk anymore. I need to die. Because my blood was in his body. He feels like he was leaving it already. And he feels like I can't handle it. He started moving.
My God.
Just like you said, 2 hours, almost 2 hours. Checking. And I asked him to stay somewhere. To stop.
Okay. Did you people that? Okay, Jesse. That movement, did they take after the 2 hours? Did you people arrive the camp where they offloaded all of you at a time later?
No, that was the beginning. That was like a first step of our journey.
Go on.
That was that night. First step. They already landing now. There are bikes waiting for us.
Okay, there were bikes waiting for you people.
Yes.
And they offloaded all of you on top of those bikes?
Yes, not all of us, because we are much, and the bikes are not really
too many.
Carry some issues.
Did they? Okay. Jesse, did they allow you and Gaius to be on top of one bike, or they separated two of you?
I begged them for that.
But they did not allow it?
No, they allowed us.
Okay.
They allowed us.
Okay.
Because I was the one doing that, so they felt it's okay, it's fine. Like, it's okay, it's fine.
And when you climbed the bike rode for up to 30 minutes before you eventually got into what will become your home for some days?
So that bike took like an hour.
My God.
Going inside, and the speed they use of
speed in the forest?
Yes, and the road is not even straight. Well,
yes.
You know, they are routes, so they know how to do.
And in those areas, if I may know a little of the area, there are sand. Some areas are very, very sandy. How could the Okada, is it this motorbike or what? Or
normal bike, these boxers.
Okay. Okay, Jesse, hold it there. Gaius.
Yes, sir.
Hold it there. Let us give some intervention from here. Listen to everything as we give the intervention. Then people will call in and talk also about it. We might not be completing our story today, Jesse and Gaius. We may have to reconvene for another day, but for now, hold it there. And I must appreciate you. Thank you very, very much for. And I must thank Gideon, who arranged everything for us to come in contact. Gideon, whichever place, I know you are listening. Thank you very, very much. God will preserve all of you. Listener, the Gideon I mentioned is a brother to Gaius Gambo, because his name is Gideon Gambo, his brother. Then Jesse is a cousin, first cousin to the remaining one. Now, in the studio here now, Barrister Fred Nzeako had discharged his emergency that held him back. You wouldn't tell me that your wife has just delivered of twins?
No, Guru, I no longer make babies. Huh? I no longer make babies. Okay. It was a health issue.
Because I was going to suggest name for them.
No, it was a health issue. But
if they were to be twins, one would have been Barry Gambo.
No, and the other just.
No, you are welcome.
Thank you.
People have been expecting you. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Professor.
Yes, sir.
What do you make of this, please?
Yes, it will be an understatement to say that this story is horrific, the experience. Having to walk in the desert for about 2 hours, losing blood. What we know in physiology is that we have just 5 liters of blood in our body, and somebody walking for 2 hours and losing blood, that could have only been God for that person to be alive now. So the situation it's a very horrific one, and we need to look at it. Jesse had the gunshot on the cheek and also the shoulder. That you had a very slight escape to the very vital blood vessel.
That's good.
On the neck.
Yes.
So if he had
that bullet to the shoulder.
Yes. And
the cheek even.
And the cheek. He would have died immediately, because that's where you have the vital blood vessel that will lead to the heart and also to the upper part of the body. So how can we in this country feel safe traveling? Even we are afraid to travel by road, and we thought the train
would have been better off.
Would have been better, yes. And now everyone is afraid to even travel on the train.
That's good.
So how do we do it? What is the government doing about it? What the terrorists are? Do they have more power over that of government? That is the question.
That's the question. Thank you very much. Hold it there. Fred, before I come to you, let me not forget, I have social responsibility to celebrate 2 birthdays today. I'm almost, because of the essentials of what we have at our hands. Because the first day I heard their story, I was very, very close to tears. And in my life, I don't know how to cry. It's something I always beg, God, can you teach me how to cry now? I don't know how to cry. But when I heard this story, I thank the man who introduced us. There are worse things. We may not be able to come to that today. But first of all, let me celebrate Patricia Okosodo. Today, not today, 1st of October was your birthday. Congratulations, Patricia Okosodo. Congratulations. You did not choose it. I would have asked your dad and your mom that why did they decide to bring you on 1st of October? On 1st of October. Anyway, you are celebrated. Then Elizabeth Mohasi. Today is your birthday. 1st of October was your birthday. We celebrate you too. Barrister Nzeako. Now, thank God you walked into the story.
Yes.
The much you heard will be the much of your base of resting your judgment, as you lawyers will say in court of law. Briefly, what do you make of what you've heard so far?
Good. I can only say that Gaius and Jesse were saved by the grace of God.
That's it.
It was massive
Thank
grace.
you very much for that.
Miraculously.
Yes.
And I want to thank Jesse for his dogged spirit.
Yes.
If not for his strong spirit, both of them would have gone.
Yes.
The bleeding was terrible.
Yes.
And he continued the determination to live. It is that determination that has kept him alive today. And it's that determination that has also kept Gaius alive. Because they would have just wasted Gaius.
That's it.
They would have just wasted him.
If Jesse did not come out voluntarily.
And if Jesse did not even offer to do everything for his cousin, the story is mind-boggling and blood-chilling. Chilling in all ramifications. And also emotional, because the extent of sacrifice which Jesse made was towards his brother and towards the other people that were also victims. So sacrifice was worth celebrating.
Okay. Thank you.
I want to thank God for their lives.
Thank you.
And I can never stop asking government to do what is right. There's no way, Guru, that ragtag army of terrorists will overpower Nigerian armed forces. Navy, Air Force, Army, SSS, National Intelligence, Police, and the rest of them. It is not possible. Whoever that is causing this pain to Nigerian people must know that there's a day of judgment that is awaiting everybody.
Thank you very much. There is an arena of this narration that I really wouldn't want to bring two of you to. I am ready. I have carried the load all along. On the process of getting across to these people, I knew how terrible warnings that I got. Warnings which were real. Warnings from friends who are highly placed, who believe that, why would you want to do this? No. But I told them, I owe God and humanity this responsibility.
Thank you, Guru.
The question that I want to pray before us. You are a vice chancellor of a university, Professor Bello. These people we are talking about, if they are your school, you can easily refer to them as your children.
Yes.
Taking care of them. Do you feel like you feel like bleeding at heart? You feel like crying, or you feel like cursing those who made this thing possible for citizens of Nigeria like this? And don't forget, 2 days before 28, on the 26th exactly of March this year, Kaduna Airport was attacked by terrorists that went to welcome a landing plane. Say, hey, you can park here like they would do to one of these Danfo drivers. What is going on in your heart now as a mother?
Thank you, Guru. You know, I am a mother, and I wouldn't want it to happen to anybody, not even my own family, not even my own students. So what these people went through is what I would say that government should do the needful. Emotionally, they have suffered. Physically, they have suffered. And our children, they are also adults.
Yes.
And they are our children.
Yes.
These are the people that contribute to the economy of the state,
yes.
of the nation.
Yes.
When human resources are being neglected, how do we develop? It seems the terrorists are overpowered. No, I will not say overpowered, but they seem to be having an upper hand.
Yes.
On our security.
Yes.
We have the armed forces. I've been to NIPS, and I know that we have armed forces.
Yes.
They are very, 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 very active.
Yes.
And whatever they do, and they are also cohesive.
Yes.
They don't work at variance with each other.
They don't work in
isolation. So I wonder how these people can overpower our armed forces.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Fred.
Yes.
Please, sir, permit me to bring you into one angle of it. Look at it legally. And give me the interpretation of your wisdom, both professionally and naturally. We all agree that we have a very, very cohesive military. The police are doing their best. Everything is. Do you think the fault lies with our security agencies or lies with those that give command to the security agency?
Guru, there's an old
talk to me from your wisdom.
There's an old saying in my village and in your village as well.
Yes.
That the fish rottens from the head.
Wow.
And that is why we have the saying in English language that the buck stops on the table of the commander-in-chief. Who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? On whose table the buck stops. Now, it goes without saying that responsibility flows from the top. Those who are supposed to give that responsibility to the soldiers, that command, because the military works on command structure, order. Who are those who are supposed to give that order and that command for the military to act? And who are those who are making it difficult for the military to act? Who are those giving them salt on the head to deliver in the marketplace and making rain on top of their head? It is a very terrible irony. And there's no way anybody can convince me that Nigeria is that weak. That a group of untrained ragtag hooligans that form themselves as terrorists will continue to, using the words of the prof, overpower Nigerian security agencies and dictating the pace and determining how things will go. I mean, Guru, something is wrong somewhere.
Okay, hold it there. Prof, just this one before we move back to these people, before we bring the public to it. Along the trajectory that two of you have introduced, I brought two of you in because I'm a bushman, I'm a village man, I don't know anything. You enlighten us.
The village guru then.
Thank you very much. Let us look at the angle that going to almost 2 years now, 400 names of financiers of Boko Haram insurgents and this swap have been submitted to the federal government of Nigeria by foreign security agencies that these 400 names, they are the one financing Boko Haram insurgents. And of course, if it is submitted to Nigerian government from foreign, of course the President Muhammadu Buhari must know about it. Because these names are sitting on the table, one corner of a table of Abba Kamalami, the Attorney General of the Federation. Now, Shehu Gaba, the spokesman to the president, once told us that the president is not interested in exposing, disgracing, or doing this to those names. Not one of them had been charged. Not one of them had been brought to the book. Is there anything you want to relate between this type of unholy holding of those names without taking the appropriate to the court and allegation of hostility that is happening from the camps of the terrorists against the Nigerian people? Can you draw any relationship?
Yeah, well, I think there is a relationship. And that relationship is that someone somewhere seems to be more powerful than the other. We don't know who this is. And I don't want to say who that is. I don't even know. But maybe in the list, there are some people that seem to be very powerful, untouchable in this country.
Okay.
And when you have some untouchables and the country is getting insecure,
yes,
we must do something about it.
Okay.
So what do we do?
Thank you. Answer the question for us.
And that is, we have the opportunity to do to choose the right person.
Okay, hold it there. Hold it there. I don't want you to go. Uncle Fred.
Yes.
You know you are the Lukumon, the big masquerade of this you. And you are a lawyer. After 2023 general elections.
Yes.
And where President Muhammadu Buhari would have handed over on 29 May 2023. Do you see peace seized of hostility from the terrorists coming automatically?
Guru, I want to conjecture that there will be.
You want to conjecture?
Yes, that there will be.
I'm taking judicious note of conjecture.
That there will be.
Yes.
Because it is in the public domain that the terrorists made some demands from government. You recall that even after that, this same train attack, that they said that the government knew what they wanted. And then the governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, said, you people want money. They said, no. It is not money that we want. You know what we want. And tell Nigerians what we want. They were exchanging such banters, such negative, terrible banters.
Yes.
And the truth was never spoken loudly.
No,
but,
I have the truth.
But in whispers.
I will give you the truth.
But in whispers.
No, I will speak it loudly.
Good. But in whispers.
Yes.
Nigerians have come to realize that the government in power has one thing or the other to do with the terrorists. It is left for them to tell us what that thing is.
Okay.
Some of you know, some of you who are very well understanding, have deep understanding of the system, may know.
Some of
us don't know. But we want to believe that there is something between the terrorists and the government.
Okay.
When we go to the trajectory of Ruga,
yes,
we come to the trajectory of settlement.
Yes.
We go to the trajectory of cattle colony.
Yes.
We go to the trajectory of cattle grazing route.
Yes.
We now come to the issue of who is who. Then you begin to piece that together and you will understand that there's something going on somewhere.
Okay,
Guru, if you tell us, we will learn.
Fred, thank you very much. But you succeeded in shielding yourself out of those who don't know. Okay. If you want to know, I will tell you. Because the facts are available in the marketplace of those who can be inquisitive. But I don't think I'm ready to go to that lane today because I just got signal from my dead mother telling me now that I should discuss the issue in front of the board of the table now. Okay, at this point, please, ladies, okay, I can say, Prof, Barrister, please, let's hold ourselves for 2 minutes. Let's hear a word again from, wow, time is running. Gaius?
Sir.
Okay. Did you listen to the conversation that is going on here?
Yes, I'm listening.
God bless you. Jesse?
Yes, sir.
I salute you. I thank God for both of you being alive. You mean you have a lot of responsibility to serve God?
Yes, sir.
Because God preserve you.
Absolutely.
It has nothing to do with your perfection or anything at all. The grace, Jesse, the grace that brought you up with that audacity to speak the way you spoke could have only come from God. Now, how many days did you stay in the camp before you were eventually released? Any one of you can answer that.
77 days.
Oh yes, they were picked on 28, and they did not release them until June 11. How was your what did any person of the terrorists, because I knew they had a medical doctor from Ahmadu Bello University that they now turned to become camp doctor for them, and the guy was even afraid that if he saved people's lives so much, they may not want him to go. They want to keep him as a camp doctor. But he had to save lives because that's his profession. Were you treated for your gun wounds at all?
Yes, sir. I was treated to some point.
Okay.
I was treated. They used to come and dress the wound, clean it up for me, and add some proteins and give me some diclofenac. I think that's all.
Okay, is the doctor Professor, what is his name now? Professor Umar from Ahmadu Bello University. Is he one of those who treated you?
No. The doctor came from them. They have their own doctors.
Okay, their personal doctor. Okay.
So the treatment was very poor. They don't have.
Was there any attempt to removing the bullet?
The bullet went out.
Okay, it went out.
The close shot.
Okay.
From distance.
Okay. All right. Then, how was your feeding condition within those 70-something days?
The feeding condition was a little bit fair, but not that much better, but manageable.
Okay. It was manageable.
Yeah.
And the surveillance, their guys, were they on you 24 hours? Making sure that nobody escaped?
Yeah, 24 hours.
Okay. Now, on the day that you were to be released, just in 2 minutes, one of you should tell us the story. Jesse.
Yeah?
Okay. Tell us, on the day you were to be released, what happened? A few minutes to that time, and in 2 minutes, please.
Oh, wow. Okay. The day we were released, they asked us they asked the guys, the women that are cooking from the kitchen, they should cook for us, that we are going for a long trip. So they cook, and then we ate, although it was raining that day.
Well, can you remember the food exactly? Can you remember the food you ate that day? Huh?
It was spaghetti.
Was it poorly prepared or richly prepared?
It was just normal.
Okay.
The way they are using Maggi, salt, and oil, that's all.
Okay. Oh, they did not put meat or fish?
Not really, but they slaughtered cow for us the day before that day.
Oh, they slaughtered a cow?
Yes, sir.
So you guys were celebrated now?
Yes. At least in 2 weeks, we used to eat.
Okay. Now they gather those of you, the 11 of you. Did they gather the 11 of you in one place or what?
We were separated though, but we already know that we are the people because we are selected.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And do they tell the Okada to take you people halfway, or you started trekking from that place?
No, they didn't trek at all.
Okay. By the Okada you were taken out?
Yes.
Okay.
That spot that we did the exercise.
Okay. And when you were brought out, you were brought out at the place, where you were taken by the train bomb. Where were you brought out to?
After that long stay in the bush, so I couldn't recognize the area actually.
Okay.
So it was when we get to a place where I knew that was around Zaria.
Around Zaria?
Yes, sir, that was where we...
So they took you to Southern Kaduna?
Yes, sir.
I like it. Okay, hold it. Some people will talk with us. We will listen to their voice. I will back to you. Hold it. Let's have calls. Do we have any number that is vacant for calls now?
All right, now listeners can put your calls through on 0809 222 0913 and 01515 1913. And we have a caller already. Hello, caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning,
Peter Monte.
Peter, please. Today, hold on, Peter. Today, hello, can you hold on? Every caller today, please, will have just half a minute. Please, go ahead.
20 seconds. Now, my question is, that question you are asking the prof, the VC, that as a mother, how does he feel? Can we also keep this question for the women that have been appointed in a campaign crew of APC?
Okay.
The wife of the president, the wife of some governors, and the wife of the Senate president, all of them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We should put the question before those women. That's all right. Yeah. Hello?
All right, put your calls through still on 0801 515 1913, 0809 222 0913. Let's take some WhatsApp messages. The Guru, sir, please help me escalate to the economist, Fred Nzeako. The last monetary, we're talking about the victims. I don't think this has anything to do.
Oh, he's talking of
economy. He wants to get some.
Talk about economy.
We'll share that with you, sir.
All right.
There's a question.
Be related to the issue at hand.
Yes, sir. Now, there's this question here. It says, good morning, the Guru and all in the studio. Please, I want to ask how these terrorists get fuel to power the bikes. That's a question that the two...
In the first place, how did they get those bikes? Those powerful bikes. At that cost.
That's it. We have a caller here. Let's pick that before we go back to WhatsApp. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Patrick. Calling from
Good morning. Can you speak
Yes,
up?
sir. Good morning.
Mr. Good, God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
This is the work of the federal government and you are doing it for the private.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you for the pains of going to see all these people.
Thank you, sir.
We are in trouble. We are in trouble. Look at what the federal government could have been doing, and you are the one doing it for us.
All right.
God bless you, sir.
Amen.
Thank you so much for that. We have a WhatsApp message here. It says, hearing from the kidnapped victims on call was just the wise thing to do in this time and age of phone call. Instead of having them travel, risking their lives.
No, I would have preferred them to travel down here, and they were ready for the arrangement we make. If Nigeria disappoints by not being generous, no problem.
All right, we have a caller here. Hello, caller. Good morning. Good morning. This is who?
I've been looking forward to get Guru's number.
Guru's number? Okay, go on.
I want to talk to him personally.
All right, good. We'll send that to you after the... Just keep listening. I'm sure we'll call that out before the program runs out. Kayode and the Guru. Federal government is the... He says federal government is the terrorist. The terrorist is the federal government. We are only deceiving ourselves. That's according to Adebuega. Okay. Now it says Guru...
that's the first portion you take it from Adebuega. It's okay. Go to another one.
Yes, I was reading another one there. But let's pick this call before we go back. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello?
Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, please. Go ahead. What's your name?
Mr. Guru.
What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir?
I'm Frederick.
Okay,
I'm calling from Ijora.
Okay, right, Frederick, go ahead, sir.
You are doing wonderfully well, sir. God bless you.
Amen, sir.
Wonderfully well, sir.
Amen.
And I hope the movie industry they are listening to what these guys have said. They can use it to add something very good.
Of course, right. Of course.
Thank you for that. There's actually a movie like that by AY. It's been released about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Of course.
Yes.
More are supposed to be coming.
More will come, definitely. Yes. And the Guru, survivors and guests, good morning. This is Chris from Surulere. So sad that our government and its agencies are culpable in most of the terrorist attacks, with protection from the same people who are behind it. The 2 young men who were losing blood were enough alibi for security forces if they really wanted to rescue them to have followed the blood trail to, too much movies, to wherever it is they were being taken.
You have about, I know we have about 15 dogs in the police.
Exactly, to sniff it out.
Exactly. They get to the point.
That's it.
Those dogs
Let's go.
Are there. I know that.
All right, caller, good morning. Akpan.
You have half a minute today. Thank you.
Thank you.
We did not talk about the water bill.
Sorry, sir. Let's go. Sorry, sir. Akpan. Akpan, sorry, sir. Please retain yourself to this discussion today.
All the information feeding to us, and we know that the government are involved in the terrorists. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning, the Guru and everybody in the studio. Guess what? I find it very difficult to believe what I'm hearing this morning. Well done, sir.
God bless you.
All right. We missed that call. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, please.
Good morning to you.
Good
yes,
morning.
Sir.
Your name?
I just want to thank Mr. Guru. I want to thank Kayode, the Barrister, the studio, after the president. What I've done this morning. Good to you.
All right. Thank you so much. I think
say
that's
happy Independence Day to the victim, too.
Yeah. Honestly, I felt so sad listening to the 2 victims. I feel like crying because of the pains they've gone through. Yes, that's really painful.
Now,
Please ask JC and Cousins what the terrorists told them about their agreement with government.
No, I will tell you what they told them, not these people.
Yes, sir. Hello, caller. Good morning.
I salute you. This is Tunde.
Tunde from Mushin.
Daddy Guru, God will bless you, sir.
Amen. Thank you.
This is a very sad story in our dear country. But my major concern is that when you, at the end of the day, you now say some of them come back to repent, and the government is happy about that. To me, I don't like it.
Okay.
Why can't we waste all of them? Those that are coming out to say they have repented, despite the fact they have what they have committed and the pain they have caused a lot of Nigerians. Why can't government be wasting those ones that are coming out to say they are repented?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
All right, thank you so much for that.
No more
It's a very relevant
okay,
message. It's not. Let me take this message.
Please.
Felix in Benin saying, I think the guru has spent a lot of time over the past week talking about the inability of people to donate for logistics. Yes, and now they're here in the studio. Let's speak one more message.
What is his conclusion?
It's a very long message. My most amiable guru, God bless and protect you by all means. I've seen more reasons to commit, I believe one say, to the friends of the guru's donation. Thank you so much, sir. Good morning. Chris from Surulere. Like someone did say, the main sponsors are living and working amongst us, but who gets the bulk of the cash being paid as ransom? Okay, I don't get it.
Okay. I want
to
hold
let's
you there.
Let's
because,
go on, sir.
I have my guest here. Unfortunately, listener, we could not get Professor Bugu in Abuja. He may want to come in later. It's just because he's always very, very available for national services like this. Then let's go back. Now, before I bring my guest to the concluded part of this discussion, because we have just a few minutes. After the train episode, there was a swap agreement between the government, I keep saying this, and the terrorists. And the swap agreement proposed what the terrorists should release and what the government should release. Who mandated the negotiator? Who appointed that negotiator? Nigerians want to know. Because it is the same man who has just been arrested in Egypt, Cairo, brought back to Nigeria. 8 weeks before the arrest, I announced it with all boldness because of the facts at my disposal that they may arrest the man soon because things are now changing. From the government side and security side, he is now being referred to as self-appointed negotiator. That is why this question is very, very vital. On the 28th of March, when 62 were taken after 8 were killed at the scene of the train, who invited this man, or did he fall in? He went in to negotiate, of course, under the instruction of his boss, Ahmad Ibrahim Gumi, the great sheikh. Has Gumi been appointed by the government to be negotiating on behalf of others before then? These are questions. Of course, Gumi had told us that mostly the Fulani headsmen, which were grouped as the 4th most dangerous terrorist cell in the world. He told us that they were not criminals. They were people trying to actualize a nationality. That is the Fulani nationality. What they call Fulani. They are the ones that took responsibility of trying to kill Samotom in his farm. And they admitted that the mistake was committed by the man who pulled the trigger, otherwise Sam would have gone by now. How would all this accumulate together to give Nigeria peace? That is number one. Number two, it took the federal government to declare this group as terrorists, as against IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, as against Zaki and his movement, the Shiite. Until Justice Taiwo, who had just retired a few days ago, gave that very, very resounding judgment on 26th of November 2021 and grouped two camps that these are terrorists and any other acting like this, which now brought all of them under terrorism. Now, that is another angle to it. When shall Abubakar Malami prosecute those 400 names that are with him? Then, most vital, can the federal government stop terrorism before handing over power to another government in 2023? Or this shall be the starting point or the good work of this government that most of the aspirants are saying we will continue with the good work that will be handed over. Where shall Nigeria be safe? There are a lot of questions and a lot of questions. Nigerians, we are going to continue with this trajectory. We are not finishing it yet. But the problem I have is that Professor Ibiyemi Bello, I did not finish the introduction. No. We are of the same faith. Because after leaving here, by 12, there is a seminar that I'm going to deliver speech. We are of the same, we eat from the same table, RCCG. And I've not finished. She is my junior brother's wife. The husband is my junior brother. So, but that all this, having said, has not given me the authority that I can guarantee that in the next 6 months, I'll be able to pull this professor to this studio. The last day she was here was 4th of October 2021. Yes, yeah. When she launched Friends of the Guru Club. She was supposed to come 2 weeks after that. But if you thank you, man. Yawo Miatata. Thank you very, very much for coming.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
But with responsibility to the people of this country, I don't know if I call you. It can't be today, it can't be tomorrow again. No. Maybe you will give it a thought. I know your assignment, your responsibility. Oh, they are heavy. Fred Nzeako.
The Guru.
What extol you high and above our rank, your rank, what makes you tall is that speaking truth to whoever that might concern and interpreting the law as it should be interpreted.
Okay.
Now that, and I know your involvement in Anambra matters, now that the unknown government in Anambra are now identified as Onyibu, according to your governor. Right. Then, the last question to listeners, either friends of the Guru or no friends of the Guru, do you people want this recording to go to be videoed with these people talking? I can go and meet them somewhere. The other time, Miyete Allah invited me that if I will be able to, if I can take the risk to meet with the leadership of Miyete Allah, I took the risk. I traveled to Zaria to go and meet with them. They took care of me. I did not die. Here I am today. And the nurse gave me offer that, okay, for the discussion I was backing about then, and all the totality of the presentation, that I will still have to meet with the Miyete Allah president in West Africa, the West Africa zone. I said, no problem. Arrange it, I will go. Then they told me that we shall end it up on the Sahel, Miyete Allah, in the Sahel. I was ready, in Mali. I was ready to go until one governor sabotaged it. Is that person online? Caller?
No, not caller.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm coming to them now. So, on that. Now, would you people, Nigerians, are you ready to sponsor the trip now? Because as of the last count, it was 2.3 million. And some boys will cross over to, what's the name of that place you guys go for drinking?
Church.
Church?
Okay.
And within 2 hours, they would have spent 2 million. Fred, you used to go there in those days now. You are getting no doubt.
No. Guru. Okay. There's never a time that I will spend 2 million.
No, because you didn't have it. You didn't have it.
No,
but
I've never had such privilege.
As I'm talking to you, there are boys. Sometimes they will come and say, sir, we want you to do this. But let me forget about that. Gaius. Jesse,
yes, sir.
I want to appreciate two of you, the whole world listening to you. And one thing for sure you take away is that the world praying for you. So I want to appreciate you. Thank you very, very much for coming online. But like as I said, I will talk to you at about 4-5 this evening. so that we can know next time that we will continue this narration, because people really want to hear more from you. God that kept two of you from that forest because you came out of here without passing through purgatory. Right. So thank you. God will keep all of you alive. God bless you. So you can drop now. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then, here we are. Like in our menu today, we have court declares last month fine, towing without court order illegal. I'm trying to bring in the general manager of last month, Oreagba. You must come here. Amid dwindling revenue, governors retain a lot of people as SSA, DC. I have the list state by state, each one they have. I will bring it to give to the public. Then you have a presidency replies Akeredolu, but the presidency refused to tell Akeredolu the truth. How AK-47 got to the hands of people in Katsina State. So having said that, oh, Paula, you are welcome. Yes, the way you are looking at me, please, just hold your breath a little. At the end of the day, Professor Bello, thank you very, very much for coming.
Thank you, Guru, and all our listeners. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
And I appreciate the visit.
Thank you very much. Barrister Fred Nzeako,
the Guru.
Thank you for coming.
Guru, always my pleasure.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
You can follow the Guru, Godwin Etakibuebu, on Twitter at Godwin_Buebu, Facebook, Godwin Etakibuebu. Go to my website, www.godwintheguru.com. Go to visit my YouTube channel, Godwin the Guru. And Kayode, thank you very, very much. Paula, thank you very much for tolerating me to this hour. I know you can't throw me out of the window. I'm your father. Prince Will, Ayo, thank you very much for making the thing to work. You connected us around the whole country. Thank you very much. Have I said thank you to you?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm always the last to be thanked.
Okay, thank you for that. Prince Will, thank you for the camera that really ruled. And on this note, please, Monday is another date. Keep yourself out of trouble before then. Bye-bye.